When a narcissist finally realizes you're never coming back, their brain does not process heartbreak. It actually starts to poison them. For your entire relationship, they used you like a human filter. Whenever they felt ugly, ashamed, deeply insecure, or angry at the world, they could not handle those feelings on their own. So they dumped that toxic waste into your brain and your heart just so they could feel clean. They picked a fight, made you cry, or blamed you for their mistakes, and suddenly they felt completely fine. You carried the heavy burden of their brokenness. But the exact moment you went completely silent, walked away, and locked the door behind you, you unplugged their machine. You cut the pipes. Now, all that daily toxic shame they produce has nowhere to go. It backs up into their own system. Without you there to absorb their negativity, they're forced to sit in the quiet, empty room of their own self hatred. They do not miss you as a person, they're simply drowning in their own unfiltered poison. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. In this episode, we are going to completely expose 3 creepy unspoken things that happen inside a narcissist's mind when strict no contact finally breaks them, shatters them. Number 1, they start drowning in the toxic shame you used to carry for them. Most people misunderstand why a narcissist panics when you leave. Normal people panic because they are losing a best friend, a partner, a child, a shared future. A narcissist panics because they are losing their external emotional organs. Think of a narcissist like a person whose body cannot clean its own blood. They rely entirely on a machine outside of their body to filter out the bad stuff so they can survive. In your relationship, you were that kidney, you were that machine. When they felt like a failure at work, they came home and criticized how you cooked dinner. By making you feel small, they suddenly felt big. They successfully transferred their shame onto you, into your body. When you enforce strict permanent no contact, you deny them access to their favorite dumping ground. When they have a bad day, they can no longer send you a mean text to relieve their pressure. When they feel insecure, they cannot start a confusing argument to make you look crazy. Because you're no longer reacting, all of that dark, heavy shame stays trapped inside their own head. This is why, if you ever hear about them through mutual friends after you leave, you may hear that they look terrible. You may hear that they are acting recklessly, picking fights with strangers, or completely falling apart behind closed doors. They are experiencing emotional poisoning. Without your bright energy to feed on and without your mind to dump their garbage into, their toxic nature starts eating them alive from the inside out. Number 2, the fake version of you inside their head goes completely out of control. Fake version? Let me explain. This is one of the most bizarre and terrifying things about how a toxic, narcissistic brain works. When you met this person, they did not actually fall in love with the real you. They took a mental snapshot of you, brought it into their mind, and built a fake, imaginary puppet version of you. In their head, this puppet does exactly what they want. This puppet never argues back, never demands respect, and always forgives them no matter how cruel they are. During the relationship, their main goal was to force the real you, the living, breathing human being, to act exactly like the silent puppet in their head. Whenever you showed your real emotions or set a boundary, you defied the puppet, and that is why they punished you with rage. But what happens when you completely walk away and go silent? You permanently break the connection between the real you and their imaginary puppet. You take your life back because they can no longer reach out and control you in the real world. The puppet inside their head goes rogue. It becomes like a computer virus in their brain. They're haunted by the fact that you are out in the world, living your life, smiling and succeeding without their permission. The snapshot they took of you is completely ruined. They obsess over you because their brain cannot handle the fact that their creation grew legs and walked away. This silent, peaceful reality of your new life constantly reminds them of their absolute failure to control you. They steal your personality and wear it like a costume. When you stay away long enough, the narcissist realizes they cannot bully you back into their life. They realize the silence is real and the door is not going to open. This leads to the absolute creepiest stage of permanent no contact. Because a narcissist has no real solid identity of their own, they're essentially empty shells, aren't they? They build their personality by mirroring you, the people around them. When they lose a highly empathetic, interesting, and vibrant person like you, they feel completely naked. Their internal world is empty and they need to cover it up before the new people in their life notice. So they commit psychological theft. They steal your ghost. You may accidentally see a picture of them online months later and you will notice something deeply disturbing. They are suddenly obsessed with a hobby you introduced them to, one they used to make fun of. They are using your specific jokes. They're listening to the obscure bands you loved. They may even start dressing like you or adopting your political or spiritual beliefs. They take the very best parts of your personality, package them up nicely, and parade them around to their new supply as if those traits were their own brilliant ideas. They literally wear your personality like a costume to survive the loss. They do this because swallowing your identity is the only way they can pretend they won. If they act like you, they don't have to admit how much it destroyed them to lose you. Your strict silence does not just make them angry, it forces them to cannibalize your memory just to feel like a real person. So, when you truly understand these dark realities, your entire perspective changes. You realize that you do not need to explain yourself, you do not need to seek closure, and of course, you certainly do not need to prove your worth to them. By simply removing your presence, you have already done the most powerful thing possible. You unplugged the machine, you left them alone with the one person they hate more than anyone else in the world, themselves. If they reach out with random strange messages or if they try to bait you by showing off pieces of your personality to the world, do not fall for it. It is not a sign that they miss your heart. It is just a desperate flailing of a mind that is drowning in its own goo, its own toxicity. Let them drown. Keep your silence absolute, keep your door locked, and protect the beautiful peace you have built. And make sure to join my upcoming event that's happening on March 28th. Topic is how to break the trauma bond with a narcissist in 5 practical steps. Link is in the comments as well as the description. I'll talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.